Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Gemini. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this reading is for the beginning of January 2024, but anytime that you're seeing this, if the message resonates, if the title resonates, then there could be messages meant for you. So just sit tight, get yourself a coffee, a tea, and cuddle up, because this is probably going to take about 30 minutes to get through. I've got some tea leaf fortune cards. I'm going to pull some tarot on those cards, and then we're going to pull 3 different oracles. So let's get started, Gemini. The song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting your cards together, it's called Almost Famous, and it's by G-Eazy. So, interestingly enough, G-Eazy is a Gemini. Some of the lyrics from the song is, young with too much cash, watch how I came up fast. They say I'm next to get it, they bring your name up last. And while I made a splash, rappers came and passed. But still I ask myself, how long does famous last? So some of you may be on the come up, some of you may be famous. Some of you may have been working towards fame, take it as it resonates. Or you're just in the public eye. Or you're dealing with somebody who is. Underneath the deck, we've got egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. That's what you've been dealing with. It's like underlying energy. What else do we have for Gemini, please? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. Underneath the deck, marriage. So you could be considering marriage. Marriage doesn't have to just mean like, till death do us part. It could also mean like you're partnering up, like in a workplace, business place, something like that. Like taking it a step further. So the first card that came out is Apple, Temptation Will Test You. Then we've got Purse, pay attention to your finances. And that's, that could be the temptation. Pay attention to your finances. There may be like a big purchase or something that's tempting you. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. So somebody may only be worried about a person or a situation based on looks or sex or something like that. Then we have dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Then we have cup, you should accept valid criticism. And then we've got 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. Now do understand, and I want to say that this is, these cards are for you, but do understand that energy can be crisscross, flip-flopped, and or reversed. And so this could be talking about you, this could be talking about the other person that you're dealing with. Also understand that everybody encompasses both masculine and feminine energies within them, so it's just a matter of balance. All right, so let's pull some tarot on this. Success assured with good plans and hard work. It's like the success could be a marriage and great good fortune, but you have to, put in the hard work and have good plans around it. You might be dealing with a dark complected man or somebody, like he's got his hair in a ponytail, so it could be somebody with long dark hair. I'm getting, like, it's not on the picture, but I'm seeing beard, but also I'm getting dreadlocks. So, could be dealing with somebody with dreadlocks. King of Swords underneath the deck. That's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. And someone on top of their game. They rule with certainty, facts, decision, wisdom, logic. Very little emotion. All right, what do we have for temptation will test you for Gemini? What's temptation? Okay, came right out. That's the 2 of Wands. So this is something that happened in the past. It was temptation that tested you in the past. And the 2 of Wands is that card for me where it's like it's something that happened in the past, and you're using the lessons that you learned from that in order to move forward, to advance forward. But it's saying there was temptation that tested you, and it looks like it was from the past. Or maybe it's temptation testing you now, but it's something that happened in the past or had happened in the past. It's like returning. Take it as it resonates. Pay attention to your finances. What's purse for Gemini? Knight of Wands. All right, this is giving me, we're talking about temptation will test you with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is it's your playgirl, playboy type of energy, one night stand type of energy, okay? Now, if it's towards a person in relationships, this temptation could have tested you, and it has anything to do with money or finances. This could be somebody who is only here for a good time, not for a long time, but it's because you've got money. It's because you're on the come up. It's because that's the only thing that they want from you was your money, okay? Or sex. It could be that too. And this tested you. This was temptation for you. Pay attention to your finances. You could be taking a hit because of it. Too much concern with sexual matters. You were too worried about who looked good at what time. What's the rabbit for Gemini? What's the rabbit with Gemini? What's the rabbit with Gemini? Yep. Too much concern with sexual matters. 3 of Pentacles. That's a partnership. This, I feel like this may have interfered with a partnership. Could be business related, because it is dealing with pentacles. That's money, you know, coins, pentacles, finances. And it got affected due to somebody was too caught up with sexual matters. They weren't paying attention to an actual partnership. Now, this dark man, this could be you. And again, you could be female with dark hair or dark complexion, or be dealing with somebody who does. Okay? So what is this dealings with a relationship? Oof. Tower. So you're having a tower moment with this person. So, or this could be you having a tower moment because somebody was too concerned with sexual matters, wasn't paying attention to your finances because temptation tested you. I'm like reading this backwards, y'all. And this could have been a situation where success was assured with good planning and hard work. It could have even led to marriage. But that's the underlying energy, underlying situation. Right now, there's a tower moment. That's the coulda, woulda, and this is actually happening. Okay, so if any of this resonates, also drop a like. You know, hit that like button, but also make sure you like, share, subscribe. Welcome back, by the way, to all of my returning subscribers, and welcome to all of my new subscribers. But drop a comment in the comments below. Let me know what's going on. I love getting feedback. Now, what's cup? Which you should accept valid criticism. And here's the thing. This could be criticism coming from me, and I'm not criticizing, right? But I'm telling it like it is. I am just simply reading cards, simply reading the energy. So if some of this is hitting home for you, if it resonates, accept this as valid criticism. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. I'm just a reader on the internet, right? So what's cup? What's you should accept valid criticism? Yeah, for the Wheel of Fortune. In order to move forward, if you want to close this cycle and move forward, you have to accept valid criticism. There's a woman in the card, and she's like reading a book, and she's looking forward. I feel like this also is like talking about, you know, gaining some type of knowledge, reading, you know, trying to better your ways. What's great good fortune? What is the 4-leaf clover for Gemini? Great good fortune. The Emperor. Okay, I like it. So the Emperor is Aries energy. You could be dealing with the Aries or have it somewhere strong in your chart. This is super masculine energy. Very well could be dealing with a masculine. It's like boss, CEO, head of household. The Emperor gets what he wants. And if he doesn't get what he wants, then he's like very upset about it, right? But I feel like, by accepting valid criticism and then trying to fix your ways, trying to look into the situation deeper, whatever this is, you can still come into great good fortune. Could be by Aries season, which is, I want to say April. Underneath the deck, we have the World. So the World, so my phone just started ringing. That's like clarification. The World is also about endings and beginnings. It's like cycles, trying to break cycles. This could be a good cycle. This could be a bad cycle. I feel like this was something that you kind of had a chance for. You closed out and you're just like moving forward. I feel like for some of you, you could be trying to repeat the cycle. And if you work hard, you can get out of it with good fortune in the future. Maybe by April time frame. What else do we have for Gemini, please? And know that this applies to Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, your ascendant, or Venus or Mars. Okay, so underneath the deck, this is just energy going into this. It's the Temperance, it's the angel of the tarot deck. This is somebody who is able to balance between the 5D and the 3D, so they're very spiritual, but they're also very grounded. And you are protected. That or you have an angel around you who's protecting you, somebody from the other side. Could be like a passed on friend, family, or loved one. So what is Apple with the Two of Wands for Gemini? What is Apple for the Two of Wands? Ten of Pentacles. So in the past, temptation having to do with... So Ten of Pentacles is all about, it's like your jackpot, lottery, good money, wishes and fortune coming in. It also has to do with family and stability. And I feel like, in the past, you may have came into a fortune or came into some good money, taking care of family, friends, but that temptation, there was a temptation there that was there to test you. And it's like this was meant to teach you a lesson that you could bring into the future, as knowledge. What is Purse for Knight of Wands? Page of Staffs, Page of Wands. This is somebody who, somebody that didn't know how to handle their finances. They blew all their money. They blew it on, one night stands, partying, in and out type of energy, right? Now, even if this wasn't like and I feel like it is like too much concern with sexual matters, that's the next card. But if it wasn't, and this was like more a work type of situation, there could have been somebody at work that was too concerned with sexual matters while you may have been focused on work or something. But this is still like Page and Knight energy. It's like somebody who's in and out, in and out, in and out. Nothing really concrete, nothing super steady or serious. And it was like you're watching your finances just kind of dwindle. The Page of Staffs, this also could have been like a new job. Because the Page is like somebody who's just starting out with something that they haven't done before. It could have been like a sales job or a sales position. So what's too much concern with sexual matters? Here's the other thing too. Somebody's too concerned with like third parties. It could be like polyamorous type of engagements, threesomes and things like that. Not for everybody, obviously, but there could be a lot of that. And it was because there's too much concern with that. Like somebody was too worried about having a good time that they weren't paying attention to the important things. What is Rabbit with Gemini, please? What's Rabbit with Gemini and the Three of Pentacles? What's Rabbit with Gemini and the Three of Pentacles? What's Rabbit and the Three of Pentacles? The Five of Cups. Yep. Gemini. What is this storyline? Okay, so the Five of Cups is where somebody had it all, but they spilled 3 cups and they're crying over. It's my crying over spilled milk cup or card. So it's where 3 cups have been spilled and there's somebody that's crying over the 3 cups, but what they don't see is right here, there's 2 more cups that are still full. You just got to turn around and use them or covet them or whatever. Now you can pick up these 3 cups that have spilled and fill them up at a later time. But in the meantime, this card is talking about don't pay attention to what's happened in the past. Don't be, crying over what's happened in the past. That's already done. You can't change that anymore. The only thing that you can change and control is the present and the future by focusing on the Two of Cups, what you still have left. This could have to do with emotions because it's cups, emotions and feelings. Somebody could be feeling really sad about it, and it's because somebody was too concerned with sexual matters that they weren't paying attention to the partnership. They weren't paying attention to their finances. I'm getting like really irritated as I say this, and it's so funny because I don't even have Gemini anywhere in my chart. I know Geminis. I have a handful of them as friends, but I'm not familiar with the storyline, and it's like aggravating me because I can see it clearly. So what's the Dark Man and the Tower? Somebody is having a Tower moment. I will say that right now. What is the Dark Man with the Tower moment? What is the Dark Man with the Tower card for Gemini? Oof, that fell in reverse. Let's see what this is. Yep, I caught it. So it's the Ten of Staffs, but it's in reverse. So when it's upright, the Ten of Staffs, Ten of Wands, talks about being able to put down the burdens, ending out a cycle, and starting something new. However, when it's in reverse, it means that somebody is not able to lay down the burdens, and instead of being able to start a new cycle, you have to repeat a cycle. And it's because of this Tower moment. It's because something did not go as planned. So now this makes a lot of sense because now we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheels of Fortune are cycles. So if somebody's repeating a cycle here, that means that this cycle has just started again. So it's like somebody is at the beginning of a new cycle that's repeating over again just to obtain their fortune. Basically, somebody pissed through their money, blew it all on hookers and blow or third-party relationships and things like that. And now they have to start over again. And you should accept valid criticism, and excuse my language with the hookers and blow and whatever, like everybody, to themselves, live and let live, right? I'm not judging, but that's what it's showing me here. I mean, you've got the Knight of Wands, you've got the Page energy, you've got oh, Gemini, I love you guys so much. Okay, so what is the 4-leaf clover? Great good fortune and the Emperor. What? Oh, no, I'm sorry. What is the cup in the Wheel of Fortune? What is the cup in the Wheel of Fortune for Gemini? What is the cup in good fortune for Gemini? Oh, you got 2 cards. I'll take them. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Oh, God. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Doesn't have to be, or you could have it in your chart or be dealing with somebody who does. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is very beautiful. She's like the other woman. She can be single. If she's married, it's like she's married but still very independent. But she's also extremely magical. She's known as the Witch of the Tarot deck. She holds her wand in her hand, and she's able to create magic out of nothing, but it's through the passion and energy that she has within her, right? She may have a black cat. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the tarot deck. This is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. But this just means there could be something that somebody has been waiting on for a very long time. It's very slow moving. And when it arrives, it's actually very fortuitous. And that makes sense. I mean, we've got this Wheel of Fortune. But what I'm seeing here, you may be getting valid criticism from somebody like a Queen of Wands telling you that now you're at the beginning of a new cycle. And Spirit is saying you should accept valid criticism from this person. Oh, crap. How did that just happen? Okay, sorry. So, accept valid criticism. I feel like somebody is going to have to start over again. But here's the good thing. You've got great good fortune in the future. Okay? Emperor energy. Could be dealing with an Aries. It's like, for some of you, not all of you, but you could be getting this sooner than starting over if by partnering with a Queen of Staffs or working with a Queen of Staffs. That's only for some of you. Let's move on. What's the four-leaf clover with the Emperor? For Gemini, what is the Page of Swords? Somebody's spying. Somebody's spying. Somebody's watching this Aries. Somebody's watching this Aries or watching this Emperor maybe receive good fortune. Now, this Emperor doesn't have to be male. Could be female, right? Somebody who's just powering up into their Emperor energy. Again, this could be you. This could be the other person. But I feel like this is somebody is like watching. Either you're watching another person or they're watching you. But somebody is receiving great good fortune because they're very lucky. Underneath the deck, Seven of Cups. Clarifying the world, which is the brand new cycle. I feel like regardless if you are having to repeat a cycle or if this is a brand new cycle that you're dealing with, it's like you've got the world at your fingertips. You have a lot of opportunity in front of you. Or this is dealing with somebody who has a lot of opportunity in front of them. Could be a feminine energy because I'm looking at this World card. And she's just like very confident that she can move forward now. I just heard the spell has been broken. That was loud as day. Oh. Somebody could have had a spell put on them. Like keeping them back. Focused on sexual matters with other people. Not paying attention to valid criticism, but now somebody is for sure. All right, let's move on. This is weird. You guys, I always say this about the Gemini readings. I'm like, y'all have some weird freaking readings. And then I end up getting like all this love and I get, people will comment or reach out to me. They're like, you have no idea how close that hit home. Like, that was so true. This is what's happening. I'm just like, it blows me away every single time because in my chart, I have a very unique chart, my natal chart, where most people have zigzag lines all around the chart itself. Mine is very distinct. It's like an arrow and it points straight to the 12th house. And, which means that I don't have a lot of everything else in my natal chart. Now, we all have all the signs in all of our chart throughout the year and throughout our life. We're affected by all the signs. However, in the natal chart, I don't have Gemini anywhere in my chart. I don't have Capricorn anywhere in my chart. I think there's one other. Might be Aries, but maybe not. Regardless, It's like, so when I do your readings, it's almost like I'm doing it from just on a whim, right? What comes out is what comes out, you know? So it always amazes me when they're like, you were dead on the money. And I'm like, okay. So let me know. Drop a comment in the comments below if any of this resonates with you. All right. What do we have for Gemini? For their higher peace, power, protection, prosperity. Give us more clarity. With Queen of the Moon Oracle. Oh, sorry. It's my baby's, my kitty's baby. So underneath the deck, we've got number 17, self-reflection. I feel like there was another sign that had this, and I feel like it was Libra. Could be. The 17th could be significant for you. Could be a birthday, an important date of the month of which you are seeing this, or just any time of the year. But this card talks about self-reflection. It's like that song by Michael Jackson, I'm looking at the man in the mirror. So it's like somebody is reflecting on bad choices that they made in the past. They were too concerned with sexual matters, weren't paying attention to their finances. They were letting temptation tempt them. And then they ended up have dealings with a man with dark complexion or hair. And now it's like somebody's having to accept this valid criticism and watching somebody else get great good fortune. It could be somebody else. It could be you starting a new cycle. Take it as it resonates. But it's like there's a lot of self-reflection needing to be done. Yeah. So top of the deck, number 10. Again, with the cycles. 10s are endings, but they're also beginnings because 1 plus 0 equals 1. So, and the card is discernment. This talks about using a good sense of judgment. Thinking about things through thoroughly before acting on them. It's like somebody could have taken a job. If we're just looking at this work related, somebody could have taken a job just because it was the best money ever. It was like best money that they could have ever possibly made. But what they weren't paying attention to was this Knight of Wands energy and Page of Staffs. This was like really juvenile. It was really immature. You could be dealing with immature people around you. You could have been immature. I'm hearing what behind the ears. And it was a partnership that ended up being, where you ended up crying over spilled milk. And this could be because either yourself or somebody in this organization was too worried about sexual matters and other things. Now, it's interesting because this dealings with or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair, I'm also feeling like dark energy. They could be a white man with white hair, right? But they have a dark heart. That's what I'm feeling off of this. And so that 10 of Staffs, that being able to lay down the burdens and move on to the next phase, this is where the Tower moment's coming in because like it's just destroyed everything. This person's negative energy, they could have been very bad. And so somebody needs to accept this criticism to be able to move forward and get out of this situation. Or maybe somebody should have accepted criticism from a Queen of Wands energy, somebody very magical. But there's great good fortune coming in for someone. And I feel like either an Aries is watching this happen, or an Emperor is watching this happen, or it could be happening to somebody in that energy. But the steps that you need to be taking moving forward from the situation, you need to be focused on using discernment, being very wise with your actions moving forward, and focusing on self-reflection. What brought you here? What got you to this point? Also, 17, 1 plus 7 equals 8. We are in an 8 year. But I will say, what 8s mean, it's like the infinity symbol, right? It's what comes around, goes around. Let's fuck around and find out. It's a karmatic year. So anything that was done in the past is now coming to light. Okay, what else do we have for Gemini? This is the divination of the ancients. So this is what types of divination should Gemini focus on in order to in order to get past the situation? What divination should Gemini focus on in order to move forward from this situation? I just heard in my head, I told you so. Oh, guys, this hurts my heart, but it's hilarious at the same time. I'm going through a similar situation, and this is where it's like, okay. So underneath the deck, we've got handwriting, authenticity. Immediately, I got somebody forged paperwork, or somebody might be getting caught based on the authentic handwriting of like a signature, contract, legal work. But they're about to be caught. And that's what this Tower moment energy is all about. Handwriting and authenticity. We'll read the card on this in just a second. And then wishbone, affirmation. This is an affirmation that this is in fact happening. Somebody's wishing that it wasn't. Somebody wishes that they would have made better choices in the past. But it is what it is. So let's see what this says. We'll do handwriting first. So it is time to reveal the real you. You may know yourself, but do you let anyone else know the true you? You may feel desperate to be yourself, but have worn a mask for so long that you are now worried how friends, family, and colleagues will react if you stop acting the way that they expect you to act. You may have embodied the role of a people pleaser or an entertainer, trying to be all the things to everyone. If you show your true colors, will others treat you differently? Will you lose their respect or even their friendship? Yeah, because somebody's too concerned with things like sexual matters or finances or whatever. Ask yourself these questions and be completely truthful with your answers. Then decide whether you are brave enough to show your authentic face to the world. So it's time to stop hiding your light. Stand up for your beliefs. Express your true self. Be an individual. Don't follow the crowd. It's time to go it alone. Someone isn't being true to you or to themselves. So that's the underlying energy. And I've been saying that this entire time. Somebody was just running amok. Not being authentic. All right, so now, wishbone. Let's look up wishbone. I could just feel some of you guys just clicking off this video like, fuck her. Excuse my language. I'm just a reader, y'all. Okay, so wishbone affirmation. So this card marks new life, whether it comes in the form of a long-awaited baby, a new venture, or a great change for the better. It signals the perfect time to birth new ideas and restart projects that have been stuck in the pipeline. This is a very fertile time for you, so get your creative juices flowing and focus on all you would like to bring about. Keep your thoughts positive and see the best in and for yourself. To ensure the magic of the wishbone blesses your hopes for a new life, say daily affirmations for all that you wish and all that you desire to be. The time is right and your success is assured, so breathe renewed energy into all that has been waiting to come into fruition. So this is a great time for new ventures and projects. Stop procrastinating. Develop and unleash your creative side. Put your natural talents to good use. Success is guaranteed. News of an impending birth brings great joy. Okay, so I do have some good news for you. I'm feeling like, so you should, with this cup card, you should accept valid criticism about this new start. It's like you've just had this hell of a tower moment. And it may feel like, you have to start a cycle over. And you might have to. I'm just being honest. Or somebody in your world does with that Wheel of Fortune. But if you're able to take valid criticism and move things in the right direction, it will take time. But that Knight of Pentacles, what he's holding with him is extremely valuable. You will see great good fortune with that 4-leaf clover in the future, helping you rise up to the Emperor, right? But there's going to be somebody watching you, or you're going to be watching somebody in order to make it happen. The Page of Swords is also an information seeker. So it could be, somebody seeking truth, seeking, I heard seeking justice. Pages are usually younger energy, so it could be somebody younger than you. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let's pull some love messages. What is the Ching of Love? I mean, we are talking about new cycles. The world, Seven of Cups, the world at your fingertips, lots of opportunity. But sometimes when you have a lot of opportunity, means you also have you could be overwhelmed by all of the options. One more. What do we have for Gemini? Gemini. Underneath the deck, we've got the card number 2, receptivity. So you want somebody to be receptive with something, or reciprocal, like love reciprocated, or you being receptive to something. 2s are about unity and stability, and lessons from the past, but being able to move forward. It's the underlying energy. Maybe somebody wasn't being receptive enough. Top of the deck, we've got totality, number 14. Now, I want to say this looks like a positive, happy card. It's the sun, right? You could be dealing with a Leo or Leo energy, or have that somewhere strong in your chart. Again, 14th could be significant, or the number 14. 1 plus 4 equals 5, though, and 5s are about change of direction. So something could be completely changing in your life, and it's because you have this tower moment, or somebody had this tower moment, and it stopped things from progressing forward like you thought they were going to. So it changes the direction of things, right? What do we got? So what's number 2? Underlying energy. So receptivity. This card is a sign of a strong yin presence, that is receptivity in your life. Observe how it governs you, what it implies, and what comes from it. The creative force is settling and gaining concreteness in you. So it's like, I feel like you may be learning how to be more receptive or more reciprocal. It's like you give this, they give that, or they give this, then you give that. But it's like it's not taking advantage of anyone or anything. And this is a love message, so it could be in love. Then we have totality. Times are good. You have a mastery of life that allows you total freedom of action. And the fact that it is not selfishness is demonstrated by your not doing anything to make this harmony happen. The fact that it is not selfishness is demonstrated by your not doing anything to make this harmony happen. So I like that. I feel like this is for the present on to the future energy. It's like once this tower moment happens, I feel like you're going to take this valid criticism. I really do. And instead of forcing anything, instead of controlling anything, it's like you're just going to let it go with the flow, right? And let good things come to you. Those good things coming to you with hard work, with good plans and hard work, underneath the deck energy, you'll get that 4-leaf clover, that great good fortune. But you can't force anything. You can't work against it. You have to let it happen. With self-reflection and discernment. So basically, Spirit's saying, be authentic, do some self-reflection, make wise decisions. You may have marriage and success with good fortune ahead of you if you take the right steps now. But I feel like many of you are coming out of a very strong tower moment. And I'll say this too, Gemini. You guys are mercurial ruled by the planet Mercury, and we just got out of Mercury retrograde. And anytime that we're in Mercury retrograde, you guys get dragged every single time. And it's just because it's who you are, right? It's how the astrological energies are working at that time. But you knowing this now, it's like, with you knowing this, you should plan ahead. Good plans and hard work. It's like, plan the next Mercury retrogrades. And when that time comes around, it's like, make sure that you have all of your ships in a row. Make sure that you're paying attention to your finance, that you're not too concerned with sexual matters of other people, that you're not in dark dealings with, with dirty men and things like that. So, or that type of energy. But that's where I'm going to leave it at. Like I said, if any of this has brought answers, clarity, or insight to you, Lord help us all, make sure you drop a comment in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you get notified of all of my upcoming content. And as you know, it's together we grow. I always enjoy, especially yours, sharing this time and energy with y'all. I do look forward to reading for you again in the near future, and I hope that you guys stay blessed and have a great week. I'll talk to you on the flip side. Peace, Gemini.